Hi guys, this morning or this afternoon I had done an unbagging or a reveal of what I have purchased, a quick little shopping trip to the Vera Bradley outlet, and I went ahead and bought myself the umbrella, and this is in Plum Crazy, and this is just umbrella. That's what it says on the hang tag, and these retail for $34, but at a discount that they had mailed me, so I was able to pick this up for $20.40. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review. It's not raining, so I haven't used it outside. But my mother will yell at me. I did open this inside, so I guess I have to do some things to reverse the bad luck, right? Anyway, this feature of this is it has a slip sleeve, so you have this sort of protective sleeve to put your umbrella in. And you pull that out. This is in Plum Crazy. And I wanted to just let you know, I do have Plum Crazy I have the Edie Satchel in Plum Crazy. And when I'm looking at the Plum Crazy against the Edie Satchel, the color is pretty good. It's right on. The dye lot, of course, on the Edie Satchel is a little deeper because of the nature of the material. This is cotton and this is not. But it's pretty close. When you go and look at it, for me anyway, and this is just going to be dye lot issues because nothing is going to be exactly the same. But when I went ahead and looked at it against my Tote, campus Tote, I noticed a little bit more of a contrast. However, I'm extremely picky, and really, unless you were to sit here and examine these close up, you're not going to notice it at all. It's just a little thing of mine that I noticed dye lots. So anyway, I just want to tell you that when you get the umbrellas, they may look off a hair, a tad, and that's because of the material. I mean, materials accept dye in a different fashion. All right, we have this little wristlet feature on this umbrella, so you can go ahead and slip that on, and it has a pretty generous pull to it. And then it's just one of those things that you slip through a little hole. So if this was to ever come off, you could probably get another one and slip it back on. It's got a snap closure, and on that it says Vera Bradley. And on the umbrella handle as well, I'm hoping you can see that, it says Vera Bradley as well, and that is in print, not script. You go ahead and snap that open, and this kind of unfurls. And it's very light, which I was surprised. I don't know why, but I was just surprised how light it was. I'm going to open this, and hopefully you can see. It's a one-touch open. So what does that mean, one touch? It means when you push this, it's going to expand, deploy, and expand, and the umbrella itself is going to open. So this is truly a one-handle deal. So I'm going to try to let you see this. So that just opened all on its own, and this is fully expanded. The only thing that I can say about this right now that may be problematic for me is I found that once it unfurled, that I felt that, let me see if I can put the phone down and show you, that this was a little loose. Can you see the wrinkling? So I know it has to be probably because of the way it unfurls itself, but I'm wondering if this will sag over time. It's not taut, so I'm going to watch that and just see if that changes the functionality or the usefulness of this umbrella. Also, let's see, it comes down quite nicely here, so, and not too much, so I don't feel that this will drip on my back at all. Another possible con that I personally have noticed is the length of the shaft. Let me just bring you up like that. The length of the shaft from handle to the top is short. And I don't have my measuring tape with me, but for me, holding this, I'm going to have to keep my arm up, bent. I'm going to have to bend my arm at the elbow to keep this up. I'm just going to go ahead and close it. Well, let me show you now. It's before I close it manually. There is the one-touch close as well. So what does that mean? That means it's going to go like that when you close it. And then you have to then push it down to lock this. And then you're going to take your strap and go around and spin it around and close it. And that's fine because I did that pretty quickly and I don't have any problems with this, closing in the right fashion. And then you can go ahead and pop it back into its sleeve. So overall, I think as far as ease of use, it's fantastic with that one button, that one mechanism, that one movement to open it up. And closing is nice too, although when it snaps closed like that, I wouldn't stand right under it because you're probably going to get wet. So I would extend your arm as far as you could when you use that closing mechanism. So I'm going to take this out next time it rains and see if that bothers me over an extended period of walking, holding with my arm bent so high. I use a lot of the older, old-fashioned umbrellas that are almost the full length of a walking stick or a cane, just because my mother and I like them. So they're black, those old-fashioned ones with the hook leather handle, sort of Sherlock Holmesy, my mom's Sherlock Holmes stuff. So I'm used to having a much longer shaft. But I love that I can fit this in my totes and my purses. So I'm going to move on to that. And I'm going to show you first in the Edie satchel. So as far as length goes, this umbrella stops where the second handle is on the Edie satchel as far as length goes. Height, it's going to go higher than the Edie satchel. I'm going to bring you back up higher, one step higher so you can see. So the Edie is higher than the Edie satchel, but it doesn't matter, and I'm going to show you why. Also, in the back of the Edie satchel, you have this fantastic magnetic slip pocket. And ladies, your umbrella is going to go right in there, and the magnetic closure still works. And I'm going to say woohoo to that. I love that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. The only problem with putting it in here, what I'm noticing is if you need to get this out fast, you might have a difficult time. So if you're just storing it on a day that might rain, or it'll be okay, but on a day where maybe you're coming off the subway or off the train or the tram or something and you want to get this quickly, maybe don't put it back there because it's a little bit of a snug fit. The Edie satchel, I won't go into all the details. I've done a review on this. This is going to fit into the body of the Edie satchel just fine. It won't go in that middle zip, but it'll go in the front or the back just fine. Now, what I'm going to tell you with the Edie satchel, in one of the review I did, I noticed once I loaded up, I have squishy room on the side, and I had mentioned possibly being able to put an umbrella in here, and you can. It sticks up, but it works. So if you have a lot of things, if you have a lot of things in the Edie satchel and you have that little squishy room on the side, so it's sort of space void of anything in it, go ahead and do it this way because it's not going to bother you. It's not going to hit your arm or anything. So it fits in the Edie satchel every which way you can. Of course, I don't think I would have any issue getting this in the campus tote. And let me bring the campus tote back. Campus tote is going to fit beautifully in the outside pocket. And I like to match my items, but I don't know that I would buy a million of these umbrellas. You know, how many umbrellas can a lady have? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe as many shoes. I don't really know. But at any rate, I love how it all blends in. And it's not like something that's not, that would be offensive to the eye sticking in the pocketbook. So that fits on the outside pocket. And of course, the campus tote, you're never going to have an issue. Sorry, I had a bunch of food shopping today. You're never going to have an issue putting this anywhere in the campus tote. And these slip pockets that are in the campus tote on the front and back wall, it fits in there. The only thing with that is when you do use that middle thing, snap closure, you just have to kind of move this over on a little bit of an angle so that you can close that. And then if you're going to just have it floating in the body of the campus tote and you close it, it comes up on this end. It's going to hit right about the top of the campus tote, but it doesn't stick out. So that's really nice. And of course, it'll go down to the east-west as well. So as far as my little purchase today, I'm pretty happy right now. I don't know if I'm going to be happy when it rains and I have to walk and I have my arm kind of bent. That may become annoying and this may end up going to my 6-year-old. But for right now, I'm very happy with the umbrella and I recommend it from the features that I can see. And of course, if you don't mind keeping your arm bent and holding your umbrella, then by all means, you will, I think, love every aspect of this. So Anyway, that is a comprehensive review of the Vera Bradley umbrella in Plum Crazy. Have a great weekend, guys, and enjoy the Super Bowl.